concept of Fibonacci pivots. So Fibonacci pivot is a very useful way to look at the market. So today we are going to be seeing how we can look at Fibonacci pivots, how we can participate, and how we can get some idea about what are the various kinds of suitable levels which we can see as part of the market action. All right. So I hope the audio and the video is fine, and we are ready to get started. So as you can see here, as we are observing the charts that the markets, so this is Fibonacci pivot. So for those who are new to the concept of pivots, let me just give you what a pivot does. A pivot is a very useful way to look at the markets, and basically you can see here that it creates certain levels here. Okay, creates certain levels here, and here right now, as in this particular setup, the pivot is I'll just keep it in a white shade so that all of you can see, and I'll just increase the thickness, and this is the pivot line. So what happens is a pivot is very, very useful. And when a pivot is made available for you, it automatically helps you to look at the market. So as we are looking at Bank Nifty at the moment, okay, we are looking at Bank Nifty at the moment. And what we can see here is the Bank Nifty is currently trading below the pivot. So whenever you are going to participate in the market, the first important thing, okay, not the most important thing, but definitely the first important thing which one should always consider is that is the prices above the pivot या below the pivot. So यहाँ पर जो है आपको दिख रहा है कि prices जो है फिलहाल pivot के नीचे है, यानी थोड़ी बिक वाली दबाव है जिसकी वजह से प्राइस नीचे आ रही है. बट लेकिन आपको यहाँ पर ध्यान भी देना है कि पिवट के साथ साथ हम फिबोनाची का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं आज के लिए, और यहाँ से हम ये लेवल्स क्रिएट करते हैं. एज यू कैन सी हियर देयर आर levels which are getting created, right? So these are levels that are getting created, all right, to the upside. In the same way, there are levels that are getting created to the downside. So now the levels which are getting created to the upside are used for your buy position. Okay, so if you're buying, you will check resistance. If you are selling, you will check supports. So this is a very important aspect of the concept of Fibonacci pivots. और इसमें आपको देखना है कि कौन से stocks move हो रहे हैं, कौन से stocks नीचे आ रहे हैं, तो उस हिसाब से आप काम कर सकते हैं और देख सकते हैं कि how to participate in the market. So today, what is happening in the market and what kind of actionable items we can take, we will go and take a look at it. Meanwhile, you can let me know on the chat what kind of trades you all are seeing and what kind of action points you all are seeing, so that we can discuss it as we move along. So now, as you can see here, that yesterday, right, always there are two important levels which one should track as far as the markets are concerned. And when you're using pivots, that is your R1 and your S1. So R1 and S1 are two important levels. So as long as these levels, prices remain between these levels, remain का मतलब अगर prices कुछ इस प्रकार चलेगा, तो उसका मतलब है कि यहाँ से कोई क्लैरिटी नहीं मिल रहा है हमें. तो दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो ऑलवेज वन शुड पे अटेंशन टू दिस काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, एंड पिवट इज वेरी यूजफुल फॉर द सेम. तो अभी हमें देखना है कि अगर आप देखेंगे कि कल के दिन में भी क्या हुआ कि बैंक निफ्टी जो है, बैंक निफ्टी कुड नॉट क्रॉस R1, राइट? यू कैन सी हियर बैंक निफ्टी जैसे इतने एक्टिव एग्रेसिव काउंटर कुड नॉट क्रॉस R1, right? And you can see now today what is it doing? Yeah, can you all tell me today what is it doing? Today it is come below pivot, but it is not crossing S1. So कल ऊपर के भाग में कंफ्यूजन था, आज नीचे के भाग में कंफ्यूजन है. Yes, कंफ्यूजन रिजॉल्व होगा या नहीं होगा, that is something which we will see. But then That is how the pivot has to be read. So in this endeavor, let us see what the markets are telling us. So let's go into the market, right? And let us see what the market is doing and what kind of movement we are getting right now. And you can see here that looking at the market advance decline ratio. Yeah, this is very important. This is available in NeoTrader. So those who are already having NeoTrader, उनको तो पता ही है कि एडवांस डिक्लाइन रेशियो का कितना इम्पैक्ट है. अगर कोई नए लोग जुड़ रहे हैं हमारे साथ इस सेशन में, सो यू कैन फाइंड आउट हाउ इट इज वर्किंग एक्सेट्रा. अगर आपको और जानना हो तो यू कैन लेट अस नो एंड विल बी हैप्पी टू शो यू. एंड एज यू कैन सी हियर, none of the indices are moving anywhere, right? You can see here, this is from the indices. So एक top down structure हम follow कर रहे हैं और इस top down structure के हिसाब से बिल्कुल small cap पे action हो रहा है. अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे small cap पे action हो रहा है, तो अगर आपको ध्यान देना हो तो small cap would be a good area to look into if that is your style of participation. तो यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे कि यहाँ पर जो मूवमेंट हो रहा है, इट इज वेरी वेरी लिमिटेड. सो यू कैन सी सम मूवमेंट हैपनिंग इन इंडियन होटल. इट मूव वेल यस्टरडे और आज फॉलो थ्रू आ रहा है. तो अगर इंडियन होटल में क्या कुछ ट्रेड बन रहा है, चलो जाकर देखते हैं कि इंडियन होटल में क्या हमें कुछ ट्रेड मिल रहा है एज पर दी फिबोनाची पिवट. तो यहाँ पर इंडियन होटल के चार्ट्स डाल देते हैं और यहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं कि इंडियन होटल में काफी तेजी से यहाँ पर मूवमेंट हो रहा है. देखिए यहाँ पे इंडियन होटल अच्छी वॉल्यूम के साथ, यू कैन सी हियर देयर इज अ गुड मूव सीन इन इंडियन होटल. सो द स्टॉक कंटिन्यूज टू, इट डिड वेल यस्टरडे, then it is doing well today as well. So there is some strong current in Indian hotel, and you can see here that this movement is continuing its way up, right? So as far as the यहाँ पर एक अच्छी खासी बाय अपॉर्चुनिटी है और यहाँ पर आपका इमीडिएट टारगेट आएगा अराउंड 380 का. तो ये हम एक टारगेट मानकर चल सकते हैं इंडियन होटल में. और उसके अलावा अगर और क्या ट्रेड्स बन रहे हैं और क्या ट्रेड्स में हम ध्यान दे सकते हैं, लेट्स गो एंड टेक अ लुक एट दैट. तो उसके लिए मैं चलूंगा मेरे रोलिंग टिकर में. और मेरे रोलिंग टिकर में यहाँ से मुझे काफी सारी इंसाइट्स मिलती है. एंड आई कैन सी हियर दैट देयर आर सम स्टॉक्स which are moving. Okay, there are some stocks which are moving, and let us see that. Okay, now if you take a look at the kind of setup, so some of you are mentioning some names here, so let me just go and quickly take a look at this Bajaj Finance and Jindal Steel. Okay, so now if you want to take a look at Bajaj Finance, right, so let's first see Bajaj Finance here and let's see what does it have to tell us. Okay, so this is Bajaj Finance, and as you all can see, Bajaj Finance is currently in a, yeah, can you all tell me what is Bajaj Finance doing? Bajaj Finance is basically stuck here. It is between pivot and S1. So practically there is a limited room for movement. So I would wait and see what really needs to happen here. So I will not continue to, I'll wait for some alerts here. So right now it is in the bottom zone, which is pivot to S1. So I will skip Bajaj Finance for now. Then let us take a look at Jindal Steel. So let's see what is Jindal Steel doing. Metals have been negative largely due to the dollar weakening, right? And you can see here that this stock has opened with a gap down. Okay, there has been a gap down in Jindal Steel. And you can see here that the stock has come into strong set of supports here at S3. You can see here S3 is a good support, R3 is a good resistance. So right now, I would not be a seller in Jindal Steel. So I would not be a seller in Jindal Steel unless it breaks today's low. So today's low is around 541. So unless it breaks today's low, I would continue to stay away from here, because currently at this point in time, it is not showing much of an action. So I would wait and see what we really need to do. All right. So meanwhile, let's go and take a look. What are the other actionable items which we are getting? All right. And let's see here what is moving. So Ramco Cement, LIC Housing Finance has already moved below S3. Escorts is above R1. All right. So Escorts above R1. See here, Ramco Cement, Shri Cement. So maybe the cement sector is showing some movement. So let's go and take a look here, and let's find out what we really need to do. You can see here that yes, Shri Cement is moving. Hero Moto moved well yesterday, 2 days ago, and Hero Moto continues to do well. So Hero Moto escorts. So auto sector continues its positive tick. So let's take a look at Hero Moto. Okay, so Hero Moto, and let's see what is Hero Moto doing, and let's find out if there is any opportunity in Hero Moto. So you can see here that Hero Moto has moved sharply today, and it has already gone and met its target, almost near its target of R3. So Hero Moto is something which I'll avoid. So rolling ticker tells me stocks that are in action, and immediately it tells me to go and look at the stock. So Ramco Cement and Shri Cement are the next one. So let me go and check Ramco Cement. Maybe cement sectors are showing some movement. So let me check on the same. Now Ramco Cement, I got the Fibonacci levels ready on my chart. Neo Trader helps me to look at the stocks that are in action. So you can see here, Ramco Cement has given me a setup here. So now if there is a move above this high, then it would become a good buy possibility for me, because you can see here the prices are consolidating near yesterday's high, and there is very high chances of this high to be exceeded. So this is definitely a stock which I'll consider. All right. So let's also check from the real estate space if any stock is moving. So the first stock which always comes to everyone's mind right now is DLF. Okay. DLF has been moving phenomenally well. And let's see what DLF has to do now. And you can see here that DLF is facing some headwinds here. And on this, we have done a video, right? If you can go to our YouTube channel. All right, if you go to our YouTube channel, we have a special video. We have a special video on our Neo Trader. On our Neo Trader YouTube channel, you can go and check out. You will see that there are a lot of interesting videos, and I have done a video where I'm speaking about the various kinds of real estate stock, and I mentioned that DLF is probably reaching a sign of exhaustion. So if you have not visited our YouTube channel, this is our YouTube channel, and you can see that I have also spoken about best two real estate stocks to invest now, which is DLF was mentioned way back when it was in the region of around 380 and 390, and you can see here the stock has jumped up quite a bit. So a cool off is anticipated, so I would not be a buyer in DLF at the moment. All right, so let me move on, and let me check what are the other names that are coming up. And as we speak and as we discuss about the markets and trying to understand, you can see here that the markets are in a tight range. Markets are in a tight range. There is absolutely no clarity. So one should be very, very careful as we are participating. I hope all of you are getting some idea that the markets are in a tight range, and we should look to hold on and see what we really need to do. So escorts again coming up. So auto and auto ancillary, right? So auto ancillary में जो बैटरी या स्पेयर पार्ट्स वगैरह के आते हैं वो सारे आ जाते हैं. So you can see here escorts, Exide Industry, and you can see the tire companies, maybe they will start showing up. So let's take a look at escorts. Escorts is about 2%. So let us see stock specific action चल रहा है आज. ऑलराइट, सो स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक एक्शन चल रहा है, तो हमें स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक एक्शन ढूंढना है, ठीक है। तो now we have put on escorts. Yes, escorts is moving well. You can see here there is a nice move in escorts. It's crossing R3. So now if it is able to close above this zone, then it will become a very good buy candidate. So it has reached the profit booking zone. So let's see if it is able to hold above this level. And if it does, then it will be a very good. As you can see here, yesterday it spent the time, but it could not cross R1. And today, the moment it crossed R1, it started showing a very strong move. So now it has come to an important zone. Let's see what happens and then take our discussion forward on escorts. So escorts is something which you can track, and there is definitely a possibility emerging. Ramco Cement is the other candidate. So let's go back to the rolling ticker and see what other stock is moving. So now, after some cool off yesterday, Siemens and ABB are on a 5-year high. Okay, they are on a 5-year high, but then we don't have to get worried, because if the stock is moving, if momentum is there, then definitely you should participate. So these are two stocks which, though you may feel ki bada digit hai, but then they are really, really doing well. So let's go and check out Siemens and ABB. And let's see what are the possibilities that are emerging. So पहले Siemens ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद हम ABB को देखेंगे. All right. So if any one of you is watching this video on YouTube, you can give us a like, show us your love and support, so that I know that all of you are able to understand how to look at the markets, how to trade the markets, and with that we will be able to know exactly how you are able to make some benefit out of this discussion. All right, you can see here there's a very good buy signal emerging in Siemens. Yes, red candles तो आएंगे, क्योंकि green red is part of the journey of a price action, but then this is definitely on a very good momentum here. So you can see that it is also crossing the previous day's high. So एक अच्छा sign दिख रहा है हमें यहाँ पे. So you can look to trade this stock. Siemens is one and ABB is another. So let's see what is ABB doing. Let's see which one is better. Okay, both are from the engineering background, right? ABB has definitely holding up, and it's reached a very good resistance zone, but then it's not giving up. So ABB is a better bet. ABB is a better bet for an upside. Overall setup is able to hold on. You can see here a nice long body candle here. So ABB looks to be better than Siemens. So ABB, I will Siemens is overruled by ABB. You can see here there is a nice move that can be seen. So overall prospects of ABB looks very encouraging. There is decent volume also. So overall positivity is there in ABB. Now let's move on and let's see. Meanwhile, if you have done any stock, if you have traded any stock, okay, LTI Mindtree. All right, so LTI Mindtree. So let us take a look at LTI Mindtree. Okay, LTI Mindtree. Okay, so yeah, so can you tell me what is wrong with LTI Mindtree? Can somebody tell me what is wrong with LTI Mindtree? Yeah, what is wrong with LTI Mindtree? What's happening there at LTI Mindtree? Yes. So basically it is between pivot and S1, right? So if it is between pivot and S1, then there is not much of movement you can see, right? Now prices are trying to go up, right? Prices are trying to go up, and now if it is able to move ahead, then you will be able to participate. All right. So now, Kailash, you're asking me about Lokesh. So what is your view about Lokesh? Lokesh machine का आपका क्या view है? What do you feel? I want you also to tell me what are you thinking. What are you thinking about Lokesh machine? What is happening here in Lokesh machine? You can see here that the stock is okay. So you can see here that the stock has run up quite a bit. Yeah. And you have seen almost a 6 to 7% correction yesterday. And now you can see that the prices are trying to recover, but absolutely there is no clarity here. And that is the scene in the market. So if you can see that there is no scene in the market that is showing any strong buy candidate. None of the big wigs are in the buy zone, nor none of the big wigs are in the sell zone. So you have to be very selective. You have to be very selective. So out of the 190 stocks, only very few stocks are showing some movement. So whenever you're going to choose wisely and ensure that you are able to ride it for some time and book quick profits. That is the most important thing in this current market, booking quick profits. Because if you think that this momentum is going to continue forever, then you are grossly mistaken. Okay, so now let's check out some other names. Let's check out some other names and let's find out if they are reaching some kind of cluster levels. Okay, so there is a view for Metropolis. So let's check out here. Okay, so this is a chart of Metropolis, and the trend has been down for the last 2 days, and the decline seems to be gaining momentum. So the stock is definitely pressured, and I believe that it could definitely drag the prices even lower. So overall momentum seems to be on the weaker side only. And even if you see here that these are levels, the stock is under pressure. You can see that this is the it had gone into an R3 level. You can see here, this is R3 for the month. Okay, Ramco Cement has triggered a buy. You can see here, Ramco Cement has triggered a buy. So Ramco Cement is a buy based on whatever we discussed. So you can see that whatever we are discussing are very simple, easy to use approaches, and if you apply it, you will be able to do it. So how did I find out? I use my rolling ticker, and using my rolling ticker, I am getting all the signals. So now escorts we had spoken about, escorts is also moving. So as you can see, whatever stocks we are discussing, and when you apply a proper process, right? When you apply a proper process as part of the entire approach, right? It helps you to scale your income. Why? Because all of us want to scale our income, and to scale your income, you need the right kind of process. So you can see here every day, every time when we come on the live sessions, we are discussing about various things which are part of the market and various simple tools that are part of the market. And when you start discussing it repeatedly, you will get very clear idea. So you can see here, escorts. Yes, it is an aggressive candidate. And we can see here that the stock is showing more bullishness here. So you can see here, it has given a closing above R3. So it's for above R3 trades are for aggressive traders. But then markets में risk है तो इश्क है, but then you have to do it with some tact, and उसे ऐसा काम करने के लिए Fibonacci pivots are very useful. That's what I teach as part of my program, which is called as Stock Market Trading Masterclass. So if you're not been part of Stock Market Trading Masterclass, then you should definitely check with our team as to what is this program, what is the advantage of doing this program, and how you can benefit by attending it. All right. So if you are interested, you can reach out to our team, and our team will be happy to assist you. So moving on, let me see what is NeoTrader offering me at the current juncture. Okay. So this is what is the scene. And there is also a separate page on Fibonacci pivot, which we have. So this particular page is a little bit more detailed, and on this page, what we see is we see how the entire market is structured based on the concept of Fibonacci pivot. And to track in the live market, I keep the change now button on to see what is the movement which I am getting. So you can see here now that Godrej CP is showing some movement. So let me see if it's a fresh move. So what I'll do is I'll go to my chart setup. I go to my chart setup and I go for Godrej CP. And let me check what is Godrej CP doing now. So this is Godrej CP for me. So now you can see here, this is Godrej CP. It's given a candle close above this. So a movement above this would definitely attract my attention. So it's close above R1. So I can place a trade above R1 for a target of R3. So this is the setup on Godrej CP, which I got from my Fibonacci pivot page. And why did I choose Godrej CP? Because NeoTrader told me that Godrej CP is positive in all time frame. Okay, Godrej CP is positive in all time frame, which is the circle which is there at the bottom of each of the symbol. Each of the symbol has got these three circles, which says that it is in a positive zone about the pivot in all the three time frames. So it gives me good confidence. Now another stock, okay, another stock which is coming up is trend. You can see here another stock which is coming up is trend. You can see that it is between pivot to R1, but the stock seems to be moving. Yesterday, yes, you could get a quick trade in Balkrishna. All right, so let us go and check out these two names. Okay, let us go and check out these two names. And first stock to check out is trend. So let's check out trend. And what we are observing is that trend. So this is trend here. Okay, this is trend. And trend has trend is basically stuck. How many of you are able to get this? Trend is stuck, as all of you can see, right? So trend is basically stuck here. So right now, if anyone wants to participate in trend, then it's a challenging assignment as of now. So we have to be really careful here, and that is what the pivot levels help us. So this is the understanding which you need, and this is the clarity that you need when you are participating in the market. So because if you participate in the market without clarity, you will always have challenges. So best is take a look at the setup, know what are the important levels, and that's how you can participate. So at the moment, trend is an avoid. So let's look at the next stock which we were seeing, and that was Balkrishna based on yesterday's movement. Okay. Yesterday, in the second half of the day, uh, Balkrishna industry showed a good move. Now, what are we trying to see here? We are seeing if there could be a follow through. What is a follow through? A continuation. So you can see here that yesterday it did move well, right? After that, there was a reaction. So again, this is also stuck like we saw earlier between pivot and R1. So basically it is between R1 and S1. So यहाँ पर कोई clarity नहीं है at the moment. So we will stay away. All right. So that's how you need to identify. और इसके लिए यहाँ से पूरा जो रोलिंग टिकर में जब स्टॉक आ जाता है तो आपको ये पेज का फिल्ट्रेशन भी करा के देता है. बट if you want more in-depth idea, you can come here. If you want more filtered idea, you can go. So for example, it is saying PEL is above R1. So immediately I'll go here. I'll put on PEL. And once I put Piramal, I can see that Piramal is moving. So yes, there is a good buy opportunity here in PEL. This is a fast moving stock. Its target is around 6765. So as you can see here, using this rolling ticker feature, we are able to get the stocks that are moving, and the stocks which you can participate in a easy manner. Right. I hope all of you are getting some idea now on how the setups are to be identified. What should you be seeing when you are using Fibonacci pivots, and how you can participate in a very simple and easy way. So now let's go back to Nifty. Okay, let's go back to Nifty and see what is Nifty doing as far as the pivots are concerned. So yes, we have got Bank Nifty here. Bank Nifty is again, it's trying its best. You can see that during our discussion, it broke S1. Right, during our discussion, it broke S1, and now it is trying to revive from here. But then what you are seeing here is some shadow emerging here. दिख रहा है आप लोग को? यहाँ पर shadow आ रहा है, which means that Bank Nifty is not willing to give up yet. It's not throwing in the towel. तो मतलब अभी भी बैंक निफ्टी में थोड़ी बुलिशनेस की उम्मीद है, बट यहाँ पर तकलीफ तो जरूर हो रही है. How many of you understood? यहाँ पर तकलीफ जरूर हो रही है, but the idea is that you will be able to find out if this level is given away. यहाँ से you can get a selling pressure. Clear? Now this is the idea about Bank Nifty. What happened to Nifty? Okay, let's check what happened to Nifty. So you can see that Nifty also went lower today. It broke S1, and now from S2 it is trying to come up. So essentially, what is it showing? The indices are showing that yes, selling pressure आ रहा है, थोड़ा सा नीचे आ रहा है, और उसके बाद it is stopping and it is trying to rebound. So market is essentially moving in a tight range. Market is now moving in a tight range. So जो भी एक्सपायरी के एंगल से देख रहे हैं, तो उनको एक आइडिया मिलेगा कि यहाँ पे क्या हम कुछ स्ट्रैंगल बिठा सकते हैं, कुछ स्ट्रैडल बिठा सकते हैं. सो इट इज अ वेरी गुड range bound situation in the market, which one has to consider as part of their trading, right? So I hope all of you got some idea now that Fibonacci pivots are very useful. They are very effective. And if you would like to participate in this and learn more about Fibonacci pivots, learn about more advanced concepts of pivots, all you have to do is come to NeoTrader, come into the NeoTrader ecosystem. There are a lot of ways to do it. Plus, along with the NeoTrader ecosystem, we have got a lot of interesting sessions which we conduct. Plus, if you want to really skill up your level, you want to improve your trading skills, I conduct a program called as Stock Market Trading Masterclass, which can help you to profit from the markets. Because in that, we teach all of these things in a more detailed way. And that's how you will be able to get very good idea on what you need to do and how you need to do it. Because right now I am sharing with you certain insights, and the objective is to show you that yes, it is possible to use technical analysis and technology in a very seamless way, and that's what we do as part of the SMM. All right. So till we meet again in the next session, thank you so much for joining me as part of today's live stream, and I'll connect with you in the next one. Thank you. Have a good day.